And welcome back one and all, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of The White March Part 2. Where we left off last time, we had finished up the bounties in the White March, and we were looking for Raelf, who is actually just right outside the door.
You have to help me. Ugh, I can't stay like this.
Here, Hayfrick says this ought to do it.
Oh, Anta bless you. Give it here, please.
Ugh, frothy. Hey, you did it. I can feel again.
He praws at his forehead and sticks out his tongue.
Oh, thank you. You're a saint among kith, and I owe you one, I know it. I would have ended up a leper. Averick never did have any sense of proportion.
Learn from your mistakes.
Hey, here. Now that my hands are working again, I've been stitching this together for a while. Least I can give you, really.
What is a pilferer's grip?
And now I'm going to stand here and breathe for a little while.
You do what you gotta do. We got some experience for that. What is a grip thing? Sly and of dexterity +1. What is sly? Minus 10% armor speed penalty. Fancy. It's kind of neat. Okay. I don't think it's as good as his plate. Can I? Oh, did they up the enchanting rate? Can we actually enchant more now? No, we're at 14 out of 14. I don't think that we can. 11 out of 14. We can put something else on here. We can make it something. Maximum enchantments reached for exceptional plate armor. We didn't white forge it though. I guess we could have done that. Oh, it requires refined Durgan ore ingot, which we can actually make somewhere. It's actually pretty nice. Maybe I don't know, we'll see about that. What was weapon? Can we enchant that any further? 8 out of 14. We could put secondary damage on there. Or slaying. Or more attack speed and crit damage. Oh man, that's actually really nice. You know what we should put that on? This guy's sword. This sword's pretty amazingly good. But I think, no, 12. And this takes what? None. That's pretty fancy. Maybe we'll look into getting some of that stuff built. What is Sir Kilpin's... whatever. Oh. Okay, so this is the thing. Lover's Light. For the last 2 years, sailors on the Grace of Siamena have seen a pair of lights dancing over the waves late at night. Those who have come close have reported hearing 2 women's voices singing the song of unparalleled beauty. Some believe they are the souls of Alessa and Pelani, ill-fated lovers from a century ago, who were cast out of Ensenz by a mob and driven from the cliffs to their death. Ensenz's duchess condemned the mob's actions, but the unsympathetic Sangreda Ducella did little to punish the offenders. Since the rumors about the lights have spread, romantic Valians have gone to the cliffs or even rowed small boats out from the shore at night to catch a glimpse of the spirits. Ensenz's new duke is doing his best to put a curb to the behavior, but he believes the only true remedy will be putting the spirits to rest. No small task given when and where they appear. A priest of Andra and a crew of greedy sailors were all it took to row Devil of Karak out to the spot where Alessa and Pelene's ghosts were singing. Unfortunately, the chaos of the storm overturned the small boat. Devil of Karak, the priest, and the sailors were all plunged into the grace of Siamene. Miraculously, most of them emerged in a great sea cave near Barda. Though the entrance of the cave was hidden from the surface, the interior held wonders that had not been seen for generations. Sunken warships, trade vessels, and remnants of unlucky travelers had fallen victim to the grace in the past. The Devil of Karak and the ragtag group discovered a tribe of survivors that had persevered in the caves through cannibalism and limited raiding. Their extensive time in the cave had left them unintelligible and wild. Though some attacked the crew of the recently sunk boat, Devil of Karak was able to scare the others off. Eventually, the group found their way to a pile of bones that contained the remains of Alessa and Pelene. The Andrei priest buried the pair together and performed the service over the bodies. With that, the spirits retreated from the world and towards the beyond. We got a ring and another ring. Cool. That's neat. I like they added that. That's really, really, really cool. Go there and do that quest. I am super, actually, really kind of glad they did that. That's really nice. So it's not nighttime. I don't think. What's the game time? Is there a... It is hour 20. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay. So let's go to the fishery. I think we're supposed to go there at night, and it is night enough. It's 9 o'clock. That should be late enough, I think. 2100 hours. Aha, something's going on.
Effigy's eyes! It looked at me! Ah!
What? Okay. A dozen pairs of globular eyes stare up piteously from the discarded heads of the day's catch, awash in a pungent sea of fins and innards. I'll sift through the scraps. Your hand runs against something round and fleshy, the size of a melon. It is smooth and scaleless, and parts of it seem to be covered in hair. A discarded head, perhaps, but not that of a fish. I'll pull it out. With one hand on either side of the head, you begin to lift it out of the barrel, only to have it leap out of your grasp as the head's owner springs over the lip of the barrel in an eruption of fish chunks that rain down over the market stall. Zahua, the man who is this my barbarian? God, I hope not. Although it could be. Zahua, the man who leapt from the barrel, stands facing you, nearly naked save for a loincloth and drizzled in fish viscera. He is covered head to toe in scars, tears, and punctures, and the thorny imprints of lashings, most are faded like old memories. Despite that, the condition of this man's body is remarkable. The drooping skin at his flanks and elbows, the only evidence of his advanced age. His face is placid, but the rest of him appears to be prepared for anything.
You must forgive, Zahua. I was not expecting you.
Oh my god, your voice is amazing. He looks at you in the eye at first, but his gaze drifts now and then, settling on strange parts of your face as though distracted by new discoveries. If he is at all flustered, he gives no indication. Why were you in the barrel? Zahua scratches behind his ear, dismayed.
Resting my eyes, I thought. Waiting for the Malkachoa to bring me insight.
What? He shakes his head.
It would seem I dozed. A good thing my master was not alive to see it.
Zahua blinks, leaning in to get a better look at you. His enlarged pupils seem to crowd out his pale irises.
Are you real?
There's no way to be certain.
We shall let the matter rest for now, then. Until the Malkachoa wears off.
What is
A
Malkachoa?
small white mushroom. I have heard it called snowcap in these lands.
You're a druggie.
It can reveal the true nature of many things.
You have a master, you say? The man traces your inadvertent gaze at his scars and smiles politely.
A teacher, not an owner. Zahua is a free man.
Zahua.
Well, as free as any of us.
I still don't understand why you were in the barrel.
I was freeing myself from vanity.
Did he say sanity or vanity?
Consider, how can one be vain who is bathed in the smell of dead fish?
There's a proud glint in his eyes. Those scars might be just as
I
effective.
had the idea when I passed this way earlier. I am pleased with the results so far.
He smiles at a woman whose head is swiveled towards him as she passes by, a look of revulsion on her face. Distracted, her toe catches on a stone, and she nearly falls on her face. He claps his hands together.
Yes, quite pleased.
Those scars are from battle? Zahua glances down at his body.
From battle, yes. I left them upon my enemies.
He points at various patches of crisscross scars.
These were struck against fear. These against pleasure. These against hatred. Those down there against greed and doubt. And these...
He points to his face.
These were for vanity.
You made those scars?
I cannot take credit for all of them, but I did most of the good ones.
His mouth perks.
I put them there in battle to remind myself what is real and what is not.
Okay.
Our worst enemies are inventions of the mind, pleasure, fear. When we see them for what they are, we become unstoppable.
This guy seems more like a monk than a barbarian, but maybe not. We'll see. And you have achieved this?
I feel I have been close, but never for more than an instant. In the moment when the pain is sharpest, the world becomes clear. In that moment, I am a match for anyone.
Sounds like a monk. He gives a slow, assured nod. Your wounds must have caused you to suffer greatly.
Of course. I am fortunate to have suffered so much. If I did not suffer, I would not aspire to free myself from it.
All right.
I would wander from one unfulfilling goal to the next. More wealth, a better station, my soul would wither.
Okay.
But to search for a place beyond suffering's reach is to nurture the soul, to harden it against the elements.
He clenches his fists in illustration.
Suffering is the greatest gift the gods have given us. Their most beautiful, perfect creation. It is the hand that turns the wheel.
His eyes gleam as though looking for an old and beloved friend. Do you often smear yourself with fish?
Gods, no. What a way to travel the world. The usual way is to smear yourself with the ashes of the dead. But they do not burn their dead here, so I have to make do with what the land provides.
He sniffs the air.
The cold seems to conquer the smell. Even now, the scent hides itself. Disappointing.
You don't seem like you're from around here.
I was visiting a monastery not far from here. I found it empty, but I met a messenger as I left. He carried a call for aid. Seeing that he would find no monks at the monastery, I chose to go in their place. Zahua is no longer young, but in combat he is still the greatest of the Takan people. It seemed only right that he should go.
Stalwart hired me as well.
I would not say I am hired. I seek no wage, and I promise no result.
I always promise results, so...
I have chosen a path, and my spoils come from walking it.
We both seek to end the threat to Stalwart. I could use the help of an experienced warrior.
If one wishes to swim, it is no time to argue with the current. We are here together in this moment because a perfect force has willed it. Who is Zahua to argue?
He looks you squarely in the eyes, and for once, they do not drift.
I will walk with you so long as the gods wish it so.
Let's go then. Who are you? What are you? You're a monk. Okay. So, Fishguts and Murder. Wow, that's the achievement. Alright then. He is level 14, so he's actually capable of joining our group. Now, do we want a monk? Maybe. I kind of wanted the Barbarian, though, so we're going to leave it for now. I was really hoping for the Barbarian. Slightly disappointed. I'm going to run and grab a glass of water. I'm just going to jump cut this. Give me 2 seconds. And I am back. Sorry about that, guys. I got some water. I was really thirsty. My throat was starting to hurt just a tiny bit. Let's go talk to Menaha. I do kind of want to try the monk out, though. We've been using the same characters for a long time.
Huh, that's what I'd say. I don't suppose you've seen any mysterious old buildings in the mountains lately, have you?
The Amawa wears an assortment of bangles, bands, cuff, and chains as thick as armor. She watches you with raised eyebrow and eyes gleaming with mirth. You mean Durgan's battery?
Wait, aren't you the one who opened the gates? Much as folk here talk about it, you're probably good for a free drink at the inn. I'm looking for the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. It's an obscure temple dedicated to Andra.
And why would you be looking for such an abbey?
I'm a gift bearer. My job is to gather tokens of things people want forgotten and surrender them to the Lady of Lament. Best place to do that is the Abbey of the Fallen Moon.
Lore 8. Gift bearers usually dispose of tokens in the sea. Why are you going to the abbey?
Well, you throw some things into the sea and maybe they wash up on shore one day. But you want something really good and forgotten, you take it to the Abbey.
She nods. Edir stares at Durrance with a half-crazed look in his eyes, scratching his beard in contemplation. His smile broadens as he thinks. And what kind of tokens do you take?
Anything that represents a moment or a memory someone wishes to leave behind.
Okay.
Love notes, awkward family heirlooms, bad poetry, the kinds of things you want to forget.
So what are you taking to the abbey now?
The Abbey's all about forgetting. Wouldn't be much forgetting if I told you about it, would there?
She said with a sly grin. Perception 15. Her smile falters briefly. I see.
I might be here a while. Half the villagers have never heard of the Abbey, and the ones that have, no one knows where it is.
She's my barbarian.
So I'm trying to think of this as an extended holiday. In a remote mining village that smells like fish.
I've got business in the region. We could travel together.
You won't regret it. I've got a lovely singing voice.
I have no doubt.
And the company's welcome.
She winks at Palagina. Oh, we have to keep Palagina now. There's a love interest there. Okay, we are going to grab none of them right now. We have to keep Palagina in the group, which means we have to reconsider who's going to be in our group in the future. Now, here's the problem. Here's a massive problem. In terms of raw strength, the Aloth Durin's combination of spells is really, really good. Like, really good. Having him paralyze them and then, or having Aloth paralyze them and then Durin's pound them with AoEs is so, so powerful. That being said, Durance is kind of an asshole and I don't really like him that much as a character. As an NPC. As a healer and a buffer, he is incredibly good. There's no way around that. He is just hands down a great character to keep around. But he kind of annoys me, so I think I'm going to get rid of him. Now, Canna is awesome. I love my Chanter, and we're going to be using Chants more and more often as time goes on. Where am I going? Why am I running around? I can just do it from the entrance here. We can also rest here. Canna is awesome. Pallegina might have a love interest with this new person, which would be interesting to do. That being said, I don't think it's worth keeping Pallegina around just for that sort of action between the two of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip off her armor for now. I'm going to give it to Aloth. And Durance is also going to give up his stuff for now. I don't really know why we're carting around Ale. She will keep her sword and her gun, because there's no reason not to. Pallegina is such a good paladin too, though. Oh well. So she is stripped down to nothing. She can keep her Grey Sleeper because it is bound to her, as you can see. Where's it bound to Astok? Soulbound to Pallegina. So she is soulbound to that weapon. So there's no point in getting rid of it for her. And the next person... What is that? It carries many scars. Okay. We'll take a look at that armor in a minute here as well. Durance is also going to go the way of Old Yeller. Durance is also ripped. Look at that body on that man. Dude, looks like he could bench press a freight train. He can keep his staff and he can keep the scrolls. There's no point in not letting him have those. And that is going to be it. So we've looted those guys of their stuff for now. And we're going to try out... Wait, why are we trying out 2 new characters? Do we want to try the monk? We could keep Pallegina and just get rid of Durance. Get the Barbarian. Yeah, you know what? Let's keep Pallegina. There could be some really cool stuff with her. And the other thing, we don't need to get rid of her at the moment. If we find another character we want to replace her with one day, so be it. 2 might versus... What did I give her? Oh, right. Not her equipment. Might and Resolve versus... Might and Resolve, it doesn't matter. She can have both of those for all I care. That's all of her loot. So let's see what happens between her and the newcomer. Let's get rid of Durance.
You walk your path, I'll walk mine.
Before we go transporting to any new areas, let's go take a look at her equipment, because I'm willing to bet that she's also not in the right position in the group. Yeah, right there. She has a fair amount of health. Actually, she's got lots of health. She has the most health of anybody. Oh, no, Idir has more... Or, he has more endurance, but less health. Her total health is higher. Anyways, let's take a look at her junk. No. Oh, God, her junk is awful. What is this? Unique light armor, fine speed, healing bonus. What's speed do? +1 movement speed. I'm sorry, but your armor is garbage. We're giving you better stuff. Not that one, though. Recovery speed minus, that's fine. Heavy armor damage reduction. Endurance. Maybe that one. DR14, resolve, damage reduction, retaliation. Retaliation's really nice as well. The thing is, we also have... let's go with enchantment type, high to low. We have lots of stuff sitting around. Sneak attack bonus and superb. She wants to be... she's going to be not a frontline brawler. She is going to be a striker. Not from a distance, but for sneak attacks and stuff like that. So that's superb. I don't know. Medium armor. Maybe we'll just try our light armor for now. Let's enchant it. We'll give it some stuff. We'll make it better. We'll give it some might. Because she's going to be a might person and we have absolutely tons of stuff. Let's make it something proof. Crush proof? Burn proof? Actually, we don't have a lot of burn proof stuff. Maybe not burn proof. Slash proof might be good. Shock proof? No, we don't have a lot of those. Pierce proof? Oh, we really don't have a lot of jasper. Okay. Amethyst. Crush proof? Corrode proof? Nah. That's probably good enough. We can make it exceptional. What is it already? It's nothing. Let's make it exceptional. Oh, there's a new thing called legendary. A bog dragon scale? Oh, this is going to be cool. We have enough to make this happen, so let's make it at least exceptional. And we'll deal with the rest later. Now, weapons. In terms of weapons, her weapons are just absolute garbage. So let's take a look at what we have. She uses 2 one-handed weapons, I believe. So let's get some good ones. Stunning of Might. That's okay, I guess. She can use the Raven Wing, I think. It's not bound to anybody. It's a damn nice weapon, too. It has Superior on it, I think. That's 200 Morningstar. One-headed. What's Annihilation again? No, that's not bad. Okay. That's a possibility. Whispers of Yenwood. It's good against spirits, really. That's about it, though. A rapier is fast, which is nice. It's got accuracy, it's superb. So it's actually a really nice weapon. Maybe the rapier. We should... You know what we should do? We're being stupid about this. What's she good at using? So she's good with knight stuff. So battle axes, swords, morning stars, and crossbows. She's good at accuracy. She's got stellar defense. She's unstoppable, body control. That's good. That's nice stuff. But she's good with battle axes, swords, morning stars, and crossbows. She's not good with rapiers, so let's not give her one. Okay, so no rapiers for her. She's good with swords, morning stars, and stuff. Does a flail count as a morning star? I don't think so. A battle axe, what's this one do? No. She's good with swords, eh? There's a morning star. It is only fine, though. Not great. Wait, why isn't this organized by high to low? Oh, I see. The exceptionals are actually better than some of our other items. That's really sad. Oh, this is such a hard decision to make. Maybe we should go buy her better weapons. It's always a possibility, too. So flails do not count as morning stars. We might just have to give her some stuff until we find her better weapons. She doesn't use spears. Doesn't use daggers very well. Maces were not part of that selection. Swords were. Swords and axes. We do have a battle axe. It's not a very good one, though. Sabers don't count as swords, by the way, just as a heads up. So let's give her one of those. Actually, that looks kind of awesome. And I guess we really only have one battle axe to give her. We're going to look for new weapons for her. We'll keep our eyes open, we'll hit some shops up. We need to give her other loot, though. She needs some other equipment. So let's go to our cloak and stuff section. Spell holding, deflection, stuff like that. That's probably a moderately good cloak for her. It's a dying boar. Oh, whatever. Fort Will, you know what? That's pretty good. Let's give her that. What did she lose? Just a normal cloak with nothing on it. Good. Alright then. No problems there. Of resolve and perception. Bloodthirst, freedom. Oh, wow. Alright, I'll give her that helmet. Can't see the helmet section. There we go. She looks very silly now, but okay. Alright then. Oh man, she looks ridiculous. Let's give her a belt of strength. Might is always good for a DPSer. She needs some gloves. Deflection, not really what we're looking for. Melee damage bonus, done. Sold. I'm sorry, she looks very, very silly. Oh wait, fast draw. I might give that to oh, it's weapon change recovery. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Don't even worry about it, guys. She needs better rings. Her rings suck. What were his rings? Seal of Faith. That's extra priest spell stuff. Not really good for her. Overseeing. Not really good. Well, it might be good for her. Movement speed bonus. Oh, we already gave her a might belt, though. Boots. We need to give her some boots. Sturdy. Disengagement bonus. Sneak attack bonus. She's not really a rogue, so that's not going to work for her. What's Sturdy do? Prone defense, I guess. What were his boots? Stuck, paralyzed, hobble. Okay, we'll give her those. She needs rings. Rings that don't suck. Whatever, we'll find her better rings at some point. Well, she's not filled up with the best items, but no, she'll be better at least until we find her some good stuff. I think that's going to be the end of our video. Most of our video is spent trying to get our girl equipped. And I might even just go see if I can buy better stuff in Stalwart and stuff like that. So I'm going to end the video here. Like always, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next video. I will be doing some actual stuff in the next video, including killing things and doing quests. So stay tuned for that. I will see you guys then.